Design specs now have the same great commenting features as prototypes in Adobe XD. That means your developer can communicate directly with you any questions, corrections, or approvals, all in one online shared with you interface. Let me show you some of the highlights of this new feature. Here within Adobe XD, I've completed my design and I've gotten approval from my client and my art director. I'm ready to send it over to Ike, my developer, to actually begin the production process. I've sent him some earlier versions of this design, so I'm going to give it a new name to differentiate it from that earlier work. I'll call this one Real 04 Overlays. I'll go ahead and create a new link. I want to preserve the older version as an archive of the work that we've done. And I'll go ahead and invite Ike. Now, because I've invited him in the past, he appears in the drop-down. I'm going to give him a quick message. And I'll go ahead and send him that invitation. Next, let's take a look at the experience that Ike has as the developer in this scenario. Here I am in Ike's email, and he's received an email from me. The email includes a message letting him know what he should focus on and the ability to click to that design spec. Once in Design Spec, you'll notice that it identifies the project that we're working on. He can see where the home screen is. By clicking on any one artboard, he can see the wires or the connections. He can click into those connections, and by holding the Shift key, he can see where the hotspots or the click points are. And holding that Shift key and clicking will actually navigate him to the overlay state. Here's that keyboard that I had a question about. So on the right-hand side, Ike has a combination of specifications available to him for any one artboard. In addition to specifications, Ike now has a second tab where he can come in and make comments. So he'll reply to my request. He can pin that to a particular location in this overlay artboard and submit the comments. From here, he can close out the overlay. Notice that he's viewing all screens for this particular comp that I've sent him. He can step back up to the root level of this design spec, and if he wants to actually go a level above that to the shared item directory and see all of the design specs or prototypes that have been shared with him. Back on my side of the process, I'll receive a notification letting me know that he's commented or approved the design question that I had, and we can take our process forward. I encourage you to give this new workflow a try.